Impinge is a piece which infringes instantaneously upon the mind. Our eye is instantly drawn towards this glowing orb in center space. It's hard to say what exactly is happening here, but the sheer energy makes us wonder what exactly we're witnessing. The placement of the sight in center obviously adds a sense of balance to this scene. Our eye is drawn time and time again to this central emission of light that feels like an impact or an explosion of some kind or another. We see this energy in the composition from saturation to spread, even texture too. They all offer a sheer sense of energy that feels impossible to escape. Our eyes try to rest from the light, but ultimately, time and time again, we fall back to this central impact. Notice the colors within this composition. We primarily see what appears to be this reddish orange upon a blue-purple base. It's quite clear how the red and orange really acts as a complementary color scheme which contrasts and fights and even conflicts against that blue background. We also see what appears to be about 7 different rays which all converge upon the center space. When we talk about the idea of explosion, this is exactly what I'm trying to point to. You can see how this emits a sense of energy or release of some kind in every which way. But at the end of the day, this creates these implied lines which all converge upon that central impact and obviously draw our eye to the center time and time again. With this in mind, I gotta ask you guys, what comes to mind when you're looking at this piece? It's hard to say what exactly we're witnessing, but we could agree that this is a moment of impact of some kind. This feels like a release of energy that certainly mimics motion. The title of this piece as Impinge points to this exact same phenomenon. The word impinge is defined as an impact or a literal sense of a strike, such as in physics. I believe we're leaning towards the latter here, as there appears to be a collision of some kind that may cause a chemical reaction and as a result, a permanent change. But there's a sheer sense of contrast in the composition. This clearly feels like a reaction of some kind or another. This triggers a release of energy, whether literal or symbolic. When creating this work, the original artist cited the 1988 animated cyberpunk action film entitled Akira. After a short time at this work, you may start to notice this urban landscape in the distant backing of the piece at hand. If we were to connect this with the lore and the story of Akira, this appears to be a devastating nuclear explosion on an urban environment. In researching this work, I saw a lot of different debate about whether it's a nuclear explosion or the abilities of Akira that is cited for the site before us. But regardless, the impact and devastation feels dangerously definitive. It's a really energetic, really interesting work. It's obviously quite abstract as well. When you're trying to look at abstract art, things like symbolism may fall to the wayside while other elements such as light, form, and texture take center stage. But regardless, this is a beautiful composition. I really love the work here. I really hope you'll enjoy today. The original artist really creates these everyday works, often using an iPhone or an iPad. So this could be a render that has some additional digital edits, but this also could be a photograph with some additional digital edits as well. I saw the original artist cited the program as Procreate in the hashtag, so take with that as you will. But I really hope you'll enjoy today. Obviously, a very abstract work, elements such as texture, intensity of light, so saturation, color, those all take center stage here, even these implied lines which all converge upon this central impact. Ton of energy and even a bit of potential symbolism as well when we're connecting this to the cyberpunk action film Akira. Once again, really hope you'll enjoy today. I gotta ask you guys, what do y'all see when you're looking at this work, or how does this work make you feel? Have you seen this action film entitled Akira? I personally have not, but I definitely gotta check it out. If y'all enjoyed today, go check out the original artist Teyleen, really doing some amazing stuff in multiple different mediums. Of course, primarily the digital edit every single day. That truly is a milestone. Like I said, hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, go check out the original artist Teyleen. My name's Apollo. This was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see y'all on the next episode.